Hello. Or should I say hello? Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone is well. I am working on this beauty today, and unfortunately, I don't know the name of the picture. I've neglected to ask. This is by Lisa Mitrokhin. Her information is below the video. And whether you know it or not, MERMAY is just around the corner. Super happy about that. I am not going to sharpen that in there again. That was just silly, silly, silly. Anyway, I managed to remember to mute my phone and my computer today. So, yay. Yeah. And I just need to sharpen this little baby. There we go. More cowbell, right? Hey, Cindy. How you doing? Starting early? No. It's 12 o'clock. Starting late, actually. What did I write? Did I write I was starting at 12:30? I can't remember. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Good, good, good. Thought I'd give this one a whirl. Just putting in some white charcoal a la Lisa. Yeah. Had a busy morning. I got to apologize. Starting MERMAY. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you know, I want people to know about it. So I'm not going to color this one during the MERMAY event, though. I'm coloring Catherine Datillo's this one. That's the one I'm going to color. But I don't know if I'm going to do the grayscale or the line. So I printed one of each. That way I can just decide. Yes, the white charcoal is addicting. Oh my God, you're so right. It's amazing. It's like, you know, it's like watching a really good show. And then, you know, once it's over, you're like, oh man. And then you start watching it all over again because you're addicted. I absolutely love this one. I thought this one was really, really cool. It kind of reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean, but, you know, because of the mermaids there and how they, when they get into the moonlight, they turn all hideous and stuff. But who doesn't wear a mask, right? Everybody does. A mask of some kind. Go give her a little bit of a dot on the end of her nose too. That went too far. Oh man, I grabbed the wrong thing. I thought I was grabbing my Tombow Mono eraser, and I didn't. I don't know where the heck that thing went. Where is it? Well, that bites. I thought it was right there. Yes, Lisa's the only one. She's the only one that well, the only one I can afford, but the only one that I really want to support in that way, because it gets expensive. I was supporting, I can't remember, Ennis Guerrero around Halloween. And I know I love Catherine's pictures too. Both of them, they're awesome. But yeah, you know, it can get expensive, because if I really had my choice, I would support, like, I don't know, 10, 12 artists. Easter eggs. Yeah. It's awesome. Lisa's awesome. Oh, Q-tip. That's okay. That's all right. I can probably, I can see that I'm probably going to need that eraser. So I thought I grabbed it, but instead I grabbed this pencil extender. So I'm like lost right now. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, look, a black very thin. I might be able to use that. You can tell I'm organized, right? Woohoo! It's not one of my strong points, although I thrive on organized chaos. So, you know, it may not look organized, but it feels organized to me because usually I can find stuff, but then I try to clean up and I can't find a damn thing. Yeah, I can't find it. Well, that kind of bites. Oh, that's not it. Oh, there it is. I found it. Woo! There it is right there. Put my pigment pins away. Oh, she's got a new book? See, I'm so out of the loop. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Wow. I love the background of this. It's little tiny, it's fish bones with human skulls. See if I can get it to focus. There we go. I thought that was pretty clever. A coloring storybook. Oh, cool. What's the story? Would it be something that I recognize or? I'm going to make the white on this rather glaring because in my mind, I see her as being in the moonlight. Oh, which means I would have to put highlights in the water as well. I just love the way they did this. It's so cool. Oh, way cool. I love it when people make their own little stories to go with their art or the other way around. I always have a story in my head when unless I'm doing a self-portrait or something like that, I always have some kind of story about what's going on in the picture. But I don't like to say it a lot of the time because I want people to figure, you know, I want people to make their own story. They remember the artwork better that way. Unless it's something that they deeply relate to. There we go. Let's put some more little. I just love how this is a cutaway. It's almost like she's in a aquarium or something. Actually, something. Oh, way cool. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna take notes. Princess of Dark Castle. Oops. Yeah, I can spell. Rain. Or is it rain? Is it just pronounced rain, like R-A-I-N? Because that's how I do it. I don't know. Oh, that would be fun to see your work. Yeah. That would be really fun. Oh, speaking of work, I finished this. This is our jellyfish that we were doing here. Rain. Okay. Rain. Okay. But anyway, this is our jellyfish. I did the background all kind of, I did that with the Neocolor 2s and a water brush. This water brush, in fact. So that was fun. And then I put in kind of a glow with this pen. Is that it? No, I didn't use the angelic. I used the 153. Is that what this is? No, that's not that. I've got like 7 white pins up here. Anyway, it's the other white gel pen. So I've got like a glowy, I wanted to keep that glow effect. And then I don't know if you can see it or not, but I used glitter gel pens for the little strings of, because I just see them as like strings of pearls, like jewels or something. I know they're not, but I just thought it looked kind of neat. So that's what I did yesterday. And then I started trying to finish up on Cherry Fay because all I really need to do on that is a background. That is here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but she's actually got like a sheer green thingy on. And the background I'm starting it in graphite, and I'm going to put mixed color in there. White charcoal can draw on Neo 2 and watercolors. Cool. No, I haven't tried that yet. But thank you. Gosh, Cindy, I learn something from you almost every time we chat like this. It's super cool. Oh, now. I like the way it's turning out, but a lot of people are better than I am. I just enjoyed doing this one so much. It's such a beautiful picture to begin with. So that's what I'm doing for that one. I still have to finish the Mariola Budek Fairy and the Harley Quinn that I started with the face mask from Lisa. Got to finish those two as well. So I've had who's been on the Black Widows or what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they are. I noticed that. I didn't realize it either. They don't advertise as being water soluble. Who was it that somebody was? I'm not sure if it was Pat from Cajun Sunshine Crafts or somebody. It was a while back. They were experimenting. Maybe it was well, I can't remember, but it was somebody else that kind of was experimenting with that, and I was just like, no way, really? How cool. Let's see, where else do we want to put a highlight? I think I want her hair to be like grayish green, kind of grayish though. So yeah, I had a busy morning. I got up at oh, you do? Okay. That's cool. Thank you. Woke up at like 4:45, couldn't get back to sleep. Then the dog wanted out, so Mark took the dog out. So I just got up. So since then, I've been like totally just busy. I dyed, I don't know how many, 100 sheets of paper or something. Coffee dyed and Kool-Aid dyed. 100 sheets, about 100 sheets of paper. Some of them are still outside drying. But it's a nice warm day and they're all close pinned down, so they're not going anywhere. I don't mind close pinning them down because even though they're folded in half, I'm going to iron some of them anyway. So that's fine with me. But now I have enough paper to do, oh gosh, probably 8 more journals, big ones, which is cool because I want to do some big journals. I've got a list, like a 3-page list. Yeah, I was pretty busy. And then I put dinner in the crock pot. So we're having pork loin with rice. So that should be good. Nice high protein. And man, those pork loins are good. Make good sandwiches too. Once you're done with dinner anyway. I think I need a little bit more up here. And a little bit more here. More. I think I'll put like do the contour thingy. Mark's been having a terrible time with phone conversations today. Some days he gets a hold of people that just don't get it, you know? There's the puppy. Hey, Jack. 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 Hold on a second. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. Poor thing's half deaf. At least he acts like he is. I don't know if it's selective or what. Oh, no way. Oh, you got a junk journal? Way cool. Oh, you're not talking about the folio I gave you, are you? Yeah, I love cooking. 3 years would be really difficult. It would be really hard for me. At one time when my kids were small, I thought about going to culinary school. And then when I looked into it, it was like way too expensive. Yeah, that it's kind of just a folio, but I thought you'd like it. Yeah, but it didn't stop me from going to. I went to a culinary festival in Scottsdale, which is like over on the other side of Phoenix, and it's Scottsdale is like it's the town. It's like Paradise Valley. They're both towns where people who have a lot of money live. So for a culinary school, you know, to be expensive there is like an average in that city. It's not like out here if you said, oh, that school is going to be such and such thousands of dollars a year, people from this town, from Apache Junction area, East Valley, would be like, oh my God. And then because cost of living is lower here. And people over in Scottsdale would be like, oh, okay, that's no big deal. So sometimes it's we call it Snobsville because people there are just sometimes not very nice. Anyway, after having lived here for a very long time, in the combination of because this is where I grew up. Hey, Lisa, look what I got. Hey, good to see you. Guess what I got too? I got this white charcoal. Woohoo! 8. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is creative. I tell people, people tell me, oh, I can't do artistic stuff. Well, I'm sorry, but when I was teaching, I would tell people it's not just about drawing or painting. It's about what else can you do? Like my mom crocheted. She was an artist at that. And other people cook and they're culinary geniuses, and or interior design. That's an art form too. And I tried to get this across to people because you know what, Lisa, it is an addiction. Thank you. But it's a cheap one, so that's good. But yeah, so I tried to get that across to people when I was teaching in the 2-year college that I taught in, that it's not just about, painting and drawing. You can be creative in a lot of different ways. And once I started getting that across to people, it was easier to teach them what I knew. So I thought that was fun. Getting the light bulb to come on for other people is really fun. Let's make little shimmery things here. I see her, Lisa. What's the name of this picture, Lisa? Because I don't think I caught it and I feel bad. I couldn't put it in the video description because I didn't know what it was, and I didn't have time to go look it up before I started. So I can put it in the video description after I'm done, once it loads. So cool. Such a cool picture. I mean, really. You outdone yourself. And I love the one you were coloring yesterday. Oh my God, with the merman and the mermaid all twisted up together. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I got a drop of water on it. Look at that. Uh-oh. I'll just soak it up with my vintage top. I've got this Oriental design vintage 1960s button up. It's got like a mandarin collar and everything. It's really gorgeous. I love wearing it because it's nice and comfy. Muted. Wow. So what is the name of this picture, Lisa? What is the title here? Because I don't think I see that it says Easter egg, but I'm pretty sure that this isn't the name of the picture. And what was Easter egg number 1? I must have missed something. Thought I was all caught up in videos. Maybe I'm not. I've got so many new subscriptions, it's hard to keep up. Desired illusion. I'm going to write that on the picture so I do not forget. That is an excellent title, by the way. Oh, okay. Got to write that down too. Neat. Neat. I will put that in the video description as soon as I can. I'm still pretty, I'm still kind of unsure of what I'm doing with the white charcoal sometimes. So I'm a little careful about how I'm doing it. I don't know. It's just, I want to do it well and I don't want to screw it up, especially not on a live stream. But I'm sure you can relate. At one point you were like that too, huh, Lisa? Oh, thank you for making it available. I mean, wow. This is beautiful. Mark likes it too. Oh yeah, super cool. And I like the little skeleton background with the fish bones and the human skull. That's so cool. Nice mixture of, yeah. Lisa, come on. Do I always get the effect? Oh, well, yeah, I can understand that. Not always getting the effect you want, for sure. But that's, I mean, part of the fun, I think. Just like kind of experimenting. Like I experimented this morning. I was coffee dyeing paper. And I thought, well, I'd like to put like little designs in the stain on the paper. But I didn't have anything, you know, that would do what I had in mind. So I made some wire coils out of copper wire, some electrician's copper wire, and I baked the paper with the copper wire coils between the sheets of paper, and the copper bled purple into the coffee stained paper, and it looks really, really cool. I mean, it's not really, it's kind of understated, but it looks really neat, and it's permanent. So I'm just like, whoa, it worked. Last time I did keys, I did rusty keys, and I put those on the paper and baked it after I stained it with coffee. And that worked really well too. So I'm just like, ah, man, that looks great. And then I did some purple paper with Kool-Aid, unsweetened Kool-Aid powder. So now I have purple paper too. Got to figure out how I want to do it. I think I'll put like a little bit on the top. Like right there. So I had a doctor's appointment this morning. I love keys too. Oh my God. I have a whole bunch of old keys. I don't even know where they all came from, but I keep them in a little drawer in my craft, and I have a craft room. I have a craft space here that I do my paper crafting, and then I have a craft room where I do my jewelry making. So yeah, I've taken over half the house with my crafts. It's a good thing we have an extra bedroom, I'm telling you. Otherwise, you know, there wouldn't be any room for people to sit when they came over. I really love this white charcoal. Man, so fun. Oh yeah, I had a doctor's appointment this morning. Yes. Cindy, this is supposed to look like it's in the moonlight. Yes. In my mind, she's in the moonlight. So that's why there's so much white. But it was really cool too. The doctor's appointment was over the phone. And you know what? You know what I found amazing? My doctor can't even keep to the schedule over the phone appointments. Isn't that incredible? I was just like, oh my God, they're 20 minutes late. At least I didn't have to sit in a exam room for 20 minutes wondering where the hell everybody was, or if they'd forgotten about me. Oh, sorry. I'm blurring my eyes to try to figure out if I've done everything I want to do. Blurring my eyes. Wow. Ouch. Just very white. Did she listen better over the phone? I don't know. She listens pretty well most of the time. So that's cool. I like talking face to face with her because then I can tell if she's looking at her computer or not. If she's looking at her computer, she can give me those, you know, the qualifiers where they go, okay. Where they seem like they're paying attention, but they're really not. It's just like, you know, an automatic reply to something. I couldn't tell if she was actually paying attention or not. It sounded like she was, but she did call me back. So she called me back because my blood work came back kind of weird. So nothing to worry about. All that happened is the same stuff that always happens because I don't have a pancreas. My liver, I think, is trying to work overtime to help my body do what it's supposed to do. And So it's in my blood, they can tell that my liver function is too high. But because I don't have a pancreas, my liver function may just continue to be too high for the rest of my life because of it, because of not having a pancreas. So she doesn't know, you know, there's really no way to tell why it's doing that. They could speculate, and that's about all. But I feel fine. I feel better than I felt in a long time. I don't feel fine. I don't feel 100% better, but I do feel better than I felt in a long time, which is saying something. Now, this, Finn, and her finger right there. That helps me see it too. Hey, did you guys ever watch Man from Atlantis? With Patrick Duffy? Oh my God, I had such a crush on him for a while. Remember his webbed hands? Oh my gosh. There's probably episodes on YouTube, Lisa, because it wasn't a really, I mean, at the time that it was on, I think it was like the 80, 82, 81, something like that. I know, I'm telling you how old I am. Anyway, it was a pretty popular show. I mean, it was an original, The Man from Atlantis, right? So a very damaged pancreas and my liver was affected. Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. You know what? That tells me a little bit right there that sometimes it goes hand in hand, perhaps, because, yeah. You always wanted webbed hands. I used to pretend when we had a below ground swimming pool, built-in swimming pool when I was growing up. We always did. My stepdad made sure we had one. In fact, one house that we moved into, he put one in the backyard. Yeah, we used to pretend we had webbed hands. We'd like put our hands together and swim like that and pretend, you know, we were in Atlantis, and it was fun. I know, crazy kids. But yeah, we used to pretend all kinds of stuff like that. And then another friend of mine, we used to pretend we were cats, which I loved doing. We'd meow back and forth, stuff. And then she'd go, "Do you know what I said to you?" And I used to say, "Yeah, you said blah blah blah," and she'd say, "No, I said this," and she always said no. She was always like, "No, that's not what I said," and I was just like, "Why do you keep asking me?" But yeah, we used to be. The full moon coming up was always like, "Oh wow, how magical!" And that's when I discovered Stevie Nicks and, you know, Gypsy and Sisters of the Moon and all of that, and I was always like, "Oh man, it's magic!" And all, yeah, I was totally just fascinated by stuff like that, even from an early age. If my mother had known that, she probably would have lost it. But yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to start with the, I am going to get together. I have about 3 different kinds of colored pencils out today. I have, oh guys, look at this shell. Isn't this gorgeous? I can't even remember where I got this, but it's the whole shell. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a tiny little oyster, a tiny little hiding place for a mermaid. I should get one of them pewter mermaids, one of those little teeny tiny pewter figurine mermaids, and stick it in there and just, like, you know, make a little diorama. Woo! I thought it was gorgeous. Anyway, so I'm going to do the skin tones in the Luminance pencils because there's really, they have a really incredible set, an array of skin tone pencils, including these awesome purple ones, Lisa. These purple ones are like, "Hey Arnie, how you doing?" These purple ones. There's this one and this one, and these are both shades of purple. One is a Oh, aubergine, which I love this color. And this one is violet brown, believe it or not. Violet brown. This color is incredible too, but I love the aubergine. It's really gorgeous. So I'm going to start with, and this is just for the skin that's above water. Right, Lisa? I know, these purples are incredible. They better be. They cost more than $4 a piece. I'm telling you, that's why I only have a little bit of a set here. I've only got like maybe a third of the luminance set because they're just too expensive. I can't get them. I can maybe buy, right now I could probably buy 3. Needed more water. I'm going to have to go fill up my water bottle. Okay, let's start with, I think I'm going to start with this here. It is really hard to read. Burnt ochre 10%, which is an incredible color as well. I just love luminance. Luminance is like a really incredible set. I love it. I love these pencils. They're a little bigger around. The pencils are a little bigger around than Prismacolors or pretty much any other type of pencil. But the wood is really good. I think it's redwood, and then the cores, I think they're 4.0 millimeters, so they're bigger. And the light fastness is really good, and they're kind of soft. They're not. I don't think they're as soft as, say, I don't know, Ergo Softs or something. I think they're probably closer to Prismacolors, but I really like them. I really, really like them a lot because of just everything altogether, except that the names are frequently very, very difficult to read because they're tiny little silver, and they're in silver print, and they're on light colored wood, so it's a little bit difficult. But I love this pencil, this type of pencil. It's really nice. Checked Mercy? No, I haven't. I'm gonna have to do that. Let me write that down too. Pen for colored pencils. Loomies. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Wow. You got a lot of information in that noggin. I'm running out of room here. I'm going to have to move my seashells. Very carefully. I like this one too. This one's really cool. I like the spots. So anywho, let's just put that over there. And I'm going to start. I'm going to go really light because I'm working on gray, and I've never used luminance pencils on gray before, on gray paper. You can barely see it. Barely see it. God, I love the way this blends with the white charcoal. It's so nice. It's really cool. Oh my God, Lisa. Go get dressed, woman. Oh my gosh. But thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, Caitlin Nelson. Hello there from Ramona, California. Why am I getting that? I don't understand. Hey, Caitlin Nelson. There you are. Hello there from Ramona, California. Very cool. I used to live in California. Yeah, I get that impression, Cindy. Good to have you, Caitlin. It's good to have you here. Wonderful. Gonna add this little pigmentation in here. She's gonna look all peachy and human above the water, and then below the water, she's all scary. And oh, let's just say she's intimidating. I used to live in Montclair and then Upland. So I don't think that's too close to Ramona, because I don't remember it being too close to Ramona. But yeah, Upland was a pretty cool area. Montclair I didn't like very much. It was a lot of the businesses were going out of business, so there was a lot of empty storefronts and stuff, and it kind of made it feel weird, like a ghost town. I didn't like it. But yeah, Upland was, I think the college, one of the colleges is, oh, for heaven's sake, one of the colleges is in Upland. Pretty cool little area. I used to go to this bookstore. I can't remember what it was called, but it was in an old church. I think it was an old Catholic church. And it had garden grottos for all kinds of different deities. There was one for Buddha, and there was one for Kuan Yin, and there was one for the Virgin Mary. There was one for, oh gosh, let's see, Diana, and oh, lots of them. And I used to go around when we'd go to the bookstore. We used to go around, and I'd take the kids and I'd show them each of the grottos, and we'd go and sit. And one time we were sitting over there by, hi, Della. Good to see you. One day we were sitting on a bench under this huge pine tree, and a blue jay, must have been it was a huge blue jay. It was really, really big for a blue jay. Came down and landed on the other side of the other end of the bench from us, and it started screeching at us. I'm like, oh, I bet there's a nest in that tree. The kids thought it was funny. And then across the street was another enormous pine tree, and it was kind of the only really tall tree on the other side of the street. And we noticed when we were walking, we walked a lot. We didn't have a car, so we walked a lot, and strollers and all of that. So we were walking one day, and we were waiting to cross the street, and a red-tailed hawk had nested in the tree across the street, the lonely tree, and it dropped down out of the tree and swooped over our heads. And I kid you not, that thing was less than 18 inches away from my head when it came down to its lowest point. And I was just like, oh my God, that was so cool. You don't go, oh, they have talons and they could shred you in 2 seconds. No, I don't. Anyway, I was just like, wow, just wow. It was just really cool. And the kids thought it was kind of neat too. I always pointed stuff like that out to them. Have a proper respect for the wildlife. And my youngest, he still does. He's very respectful about that kind of a thing. Okay, let's see. Let's leave that one out and go for, Let's see. This one looks good. This one is probably too dark, but we'll see. It is burnt sienna, 50%, and I think I need a scratch paper, so hold on just one sec. If I can find my pad of, I have a whole pad of scratch paper around here somewhere. But can I find it right now? No. Okay. I'll just have to grab another kind of paper. Not that one. I should have a scrap of gray paper around here. There's one. That would work better, I think. Since I'm actually coloring on gray. That's not bad. Kind of like that. So this one is the burnt sienna 50%. And I think I'm going to sharpen it up a little bit because I like to have a pointy point on my pencils. Yeah, it's almost too big for this pencil sharpener. Almost. Okay. So we're going to go just a tiny bit of shadow because I want to use that purple. Just a tiny bit. And I don't want it to be overpowering, but I do want it to matter, you know. I'm going to put a little bit up the side of these little tucks and things. To sit in the bathroom? That's kind of cute. Oh my goodness. Make a little bit of a, don't want too much shadow because there's going to be light reflecting off of the water too. So I just want to put in a little bit. I'm making her anatomy look really big here. That's not intentional. It's wishful thinking. It's never going to happen though. Yeah, right. Oh my goodness. You'll have to pardon me. I've always been kind of a flat-chested person. You know, in high school, that's all I really ever wanted. I just wanted straight teeth and boobs. Yeah. One of my best friends, I had like 3 best friends. One of my best friends, her name was Melody. She was 5'9" and maybe weighed 112 pounds. Very thin, very, she looked like a freaking Barbie doll, I swear. Tiny little waist and an hourglass figure. And she was like, no, you really don't want boobs like this because they weigh a lot and my back hurts, man. Of course, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, I don't care. I just want to look good. It's like, that's why we all wore high heels, right? Well, some of us did. I could never wear the really high heels. I tried. I probably won't get done with this during the stream. And Sunday, let's see, what day is Sunday? I'm totally lost. Yeah, we can work on it Sunday. We can. Will we? I don't know. Too funny. I'm on a lot less. Yeah, that's what Melody said. She said that it was really hard to do things like run bases and, you know, jumping jacks and stuff like that. And I didn't care. I was just like, I don't care. I want them anyway. Yeah. Silly, right? You look back on that and go, God, what was I thinking? I think part of it had to do with the pressure from my family. And the pressure that I'm talking about is where you go, I'm supposed to get married and have kids, right? Well, if I'd come at it from a different angle and not been so eager to get married and have kids, I probably really wouldn't have cared. You know, let's see. Not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. I think this needs to be a little darker down here, though. Man, we used to love to swim. Oh my gosh. We had all those swimming pools, the built-in swimming pool. And then I find out that after I got diagnosed with cancer, my friend, who was my next door neighbor, who came swimming in our swimming pool a lot. Oh, Lisa. Okay. Another video job thrown at you. Sweet. All right. Yeah, have fun. Anyway, I find out that the area that I lived in when I was in high school was subject to toxic dumping in the water system, and that the area that I grew up in when I was in high school, that I lived next door to my friend. One earphone on the stream. Cool. Anyway, it was called Cancer Alley or something, because a lot of the people who lived there were getting cancer as they got older. A lot of them. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Oh my God. You know, I mean, wow. Because people were dumping toxic chemicals. Just blending with my first color. Just blending. And we were not just, you know, it wasn't like they were dumping chemicals and it was something that was far away and you just hear about that thing. We were drinking from the hose and we were swimming in the pool. We were saturated by the water system, you know, in that area. So the diagnosis for me and for other people in my area, like her brother died of brain cancer, I think it was. So, and it was because of the dumping. So my friend, who had been she was an RN for a long time, she changed her job and went to law school, and now she's a paralegal because she wants to defend people who have gone through. She's studying to be a paralegal, to be a lawyer, a full-on lawyer. She wants to defend people who have had this kind of thing happen to them, which I thought was wonderful. And it's a heck of a time. She's 1 year older than me. It's a heck of a time to be, you know, changing your whole life around. But what a noble cause, right? But she's always been a sweetheart. Okay. Needs more pigment. Needs more. I think I need a mid color. Let's see. Let's see what I can do. Just looking at my colors. I'm holding the two pencils up so I can kind of get an idea of what I'm going to do here. I think 6-2. think I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And this is burnt sienna, 10%. And this is burnt sienna, 50%. So I'm going to use burnt sienna 10% for the mid color because it's kind of halfway between the darker shadow color, but it's still kind of pinkish, and I like that to kind of emphasize her human half. I think she needs more color, but just on this side. That looks much better, I think. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see exactly what it looks like, but there we go. Hopefully it's focusing. Is it focusing? Kind of hard to see with my bifocals. So, but hopefully you got to see it there. And I'm going to put in a little shadow here and a little shadow down here under her lip. I think I need that darker color back. Where is it? Because her lip doesn't look. That's better. It's a little better. I like that better. And let's put a little bit of a shadow under her eye bone, her brow bone right there. Oh, there we go. It focused the skin. Oh, cool. Thank you, Della. Thank you very much. I'm having a ball. I love coloring this kind of stuff. I like doing, you know, just, you know, beautiful portraits and stuff like that with flowers and butterflies and birds and stuff like that. I love doing that too. Don't get me wrong. But once in a while, you just got to do something crazy and super different like this. It's a challenge, you know? It's one of those really cool challenges. Okay, let me see that darker color. I'm going to go down here a little bit more. Oh, there's something going on outside. Don't know what it is. Fed the birds this morning. God, those sparrows are thugs, dude. Oh, they're like beating each other up to try to get to the feeder. Crazy. And then if I feed them and I don't back away from the bird feeder fast enough, they sit up in the mesquite trees and they holler at me. There'll be like 5 of them up there going chirp, chirp, chirp. Get out of my space, man. It's craziness. There's a lot going on out there. I can't imagine what is going on. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, you know what I should do right now while I'm thinking about it? I should color in her nipples because, did I say that? Oops. Is it okay if I say nipple on live stream? Oh, and you know what else? I should probably put a little bit of white like near the end and kind of blend it because there's going to be light shining off because they change shape as they go down to the water. Okay, that's better. I like that better. There we go. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry I'm turning the page so much. I'm getting a glare from my light. So it's I got to kind of turn it and figure out what I want to do next. Okay, my medium. Just going to blend that in a little bit there. These pencils blend really well. Really well. Okay, now gonna get that. Is that it? Oh, uh-oh. Got my sleeve caught on something there. Let's do this one, I think, the aubergine. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that up here in the corner. This may not even be dark enough. Wow, I hope nobody heard that. Mark is having a hell of a time today. So I've got shadows coming in. Yeah, I do too, Della. The challenging part, and I love her artwork. Yes. Blendy, blendy, blend. Let's give that a little bit of a blend right there. And I'm going to sharpen that. That's just not sharp enough. Sorry, guys. That was probably really loud. I apologize. Ah, pointy point. Exactly what I wanted. Okay. Little tiny spots right here under her nose. And under her lip. Under her eyebrow. The way that the angle her face is at, it looks really funky. I mean, I get the angle. I understand what's going on, but you don't often see an illustration with a face at this angle. It's really cool. And put a little bit more of that right down in here. And I'm going to blend that as well. Huh. Okay, now I think I'm going to go up underneath her hair just a little bit. Oh, and you guys, if I don't see, if you type something and it's for me, and I don't see you say it, just type it again. In caps, though. Eating lunch now. Aw, thank you, Caitlin. I'm having fun coloring. I always have fun coloring. Wonder what color her eyes should be. I want to make them like neon green. Something like, you know, you take a picture of your cat. Just going to leave those right there for now. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's see here. What else should we do? I think, see this color, or let's see what the Derwent has. Derwent Color Soft. As far as, oh, well, that looks good. Lincoln Green. That's a good color for her hair. And let's see. There's Gray Green. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's like really bright on this paper. I'm not sure I like that. Well, let's put that back for now. And then, oh, sorry. There, that ought to keep that from happening again. Okay, let's go gray. Gray. Gray green, is that what I just had? Yeah. Let's just try a gray. How about that? Kind of a this color. Steel gray. Yeah, kind of like that. So we've got Lincoln Green and Steel Gray, and let's see what this one looks like. This is Payne's Gray, which is always a good color to have. Payne's Gray. Payne's Gray in paint is actually made with black and ultramarine blue. So if you ever don't have Payne's Gray, you can make Payne's Gray. I like Payne's Gray because it can work the same as shading with black, but it looks more natural because it's solid black. So I tend to like to make my own, especially if I'm painting. Hazel eyes. Oh, glowing eyes. Yeah, hazel green. My father had hazel eyes. Hey, Catherine. Good to see you. Hey, I'm going to be coloring one of your illustrations for my live stream on May 2nd. Want to see which one I picked? I picked this one. I love her. She's awesome. She's absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. But I don't know whether to do the grayscale or the line. So I'm gonna just use the time that I have to either color on these a little bit and print up a new one, or just decide which one that I want to do, because they both have their advantages, but I just can't decide because it's so beautiful. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so happy to be doing your artwork. Oh my gosh, way cool. You know what? I'm thinking that gray green might actually be a really good color for the highlights in this moonlit picture. So I think I'm going to leave that, and I think I'm going to start with the Payne's Gray for the shadows in her hair, because we already have a lot of the highlights done. So we're just going to figure it out as we go. You hate coloring grayscale, Catherine? Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know which one I like doing better, the line drawings or the grayscale drawings. It's surreal. I bet it is. I bet it is. I would feel the same way if somebody did my work like that. I have, and I was going to start putting because I have hundreds of drawings that I could use for line drawings. But I would feel the same way. Oh my gosh, yeah. Somebody likes my drawing enough to want to color it. That is really cool. And yes, very surreal. Very much so. Okay, so let's just start with some little stripes up here. And my pencil is pretty sharp, so. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was discussing with my husband. I don't know whether to do the grayscale because the grayscale shadows are already there, or do the line drawing because I can decide where my light source comes from. So yeah, I'm totally just like undecided right now, 100% undecided. But I have time. Got a little bit of time. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I just love her expression here. Oop. Oh my goodness. And you know, it's weird. I was going to buy your pictures, your mermaid pictures, because I was just like, I got to have those. But, and then I realized, well, I'm streaming, so I don't know what's going to happen. So I waited. It was a good thing I did, but I would have bought them anyway. And you guys in chat, you should go buy them. Go to Catherine's website and buy them because my God, she's got a lot of good stuff. The book, oh my gosh, the book looks amazing. Oh, I know, Catherine. Creepy beautiful is exactly, yes, exactly the best. I think the best way to describe. It's a frame of mind, isn't it? I've done some creepy, but I can't say that they're beautiful. Yeah. I did one that I'm rather proud of. It's I think it's called The Release, and it's a nude, but in the I like doing, I'm greatly influenced by Salvador Dali, and a lot of my stuff shows that influence, and so I use a lot of like melting stuff and weird combinations, like you know how you did the burning giraffe and stuff like that. Well, hey Lulu, good to see you. Yay, Lulu's here too. So anyway, this one is called The Release. It's in my DeviantArt gallery, and it's a nude, and she's sitting on the floor, kind of cross-legged, and her head is bent down, and her hair is really long, but it's melting, and she's got like chains on, manacles on, and they're melting. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit surreal, maybe just a touch creepy, but nothing like Lisa's. And I think it's pretty, but it's nothing like beautiful, you know, like you guys do. So I don't know, but I'm under my link to my DeviantArt gallery is under the video. If you guys want to go see, just look up. It's Raven's Eye Studio, and it's I believe that the name of the piece that I'm talking about is The Release. And a friend of mine, my best friend, she bought the original. She's got the original hanging in her living room, for crying out loud. I'm just like totally honored because it's actually hanging in her living room. Every time I go over there, I get to see it. It's really kind of cool and weird. Just that whole surreal thing again. Okay, let me think here. Let's do the I gotta sharpen this one. This one is really dull. This one is the Lincoln Green, and her hair is going to be, and I'm going to use this also down here in places too to draw, to tie the picture together. So because I can totally see this color, this Lincoln Green color, being used in her fins. It just looks like a fishy color. Kind of reminds me of trout. Not to diss the mermaid though, guys, okay? Because you know I wouldn't want to do that. Oh, good, you found me. Della, Catherine doesn't have an Etsy, I don't think, but yeah, you should go to her website. It's everything, all of the artwork associated with the MERMAY 2020 is discounted as far as I know. So grab it while you can, because once the event is over on the 3rd, all the prices will be going back to normal. So if you can, go do that. Go buy stuff. And the great thing about buying stuff, PDFs and stuff, oh my gosh, you can be totally comfortable coloring your stuff no matter what you're doing, no matter how you're coloring it, because if you mess it up, you can reprint. It's not a big deal. I know ink costs money, but you can put it on a flash drive and take it to like Office Max or something if you can get out, have them print it up. And I think you can call it in or email it in and then go pick it up curbside. Not sure, because I haven't done that in a long, long time. Della, go to, oh gosh. Catherine, is your website just Catherine Datillo, or is it Datillo? There you go, .com. There you go, right there. Yep. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you very, very much. Just her name, Catherine, but spell it with the K. Yeah. Oh, I'm. It's okay, Catherine. I'm pretty sure that we understood what that was supposed to be. Oh, no problem. No problem. Because shout outs are what I do. I totally believe in supporting other people in the community, both the coloring community and the crafting community. And I do both as much as I can, because people need that. I mean, even if I'm just a little guy, still, it doesn't matter to me. I still think that anyone should support others as much as they can. Okay, so I'm going to go in here with this Lincoln green. And you can't really see really well that it's green, but that's good. That's okay. That's the way that I like it, because that way when I come through with the gray green, it's going to kind of cause a really great contrast. Catherine, I do not see you as a little guy. I swear. Nope. I don't. In fact, my first instinct when you come into my chat is like, oh my God, Catherine's here. Oh my God. Like, you know, fangirl. I do the same thing with Lisa too. It's just, I admire you guys. So it's kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. Fangirl. Yeah. Wait. 100 people on your YouTube page? Are you talking about your YouTube page? Because you should have like way more than that. Yes, Arnie, thank you. If you guys have a YouTube channel, put up 3 hearts so people know that you have a YouTube channel. And that way we can go and visit and subscribe. Page in general, not even YouTube, your page. You mean your page on Facebook? Oh my God, you guys should go like her page on Facebook. We can't have that. No. Oh, now you can see the green. Coming along. Here we go. I'll hold it up. Maybe you guys can see it better. There we go. A little better. Kind of see the green. It'll come out a little bit more as we go along. 168 on YouTube? That's it? Oh my God. So I'm going to put some links on my Facebook page for this channel, for this YouTube channel. Maybe we can get you some more subscribers. That would be awesome. More subscribers mean more people going to your website. Her hair looks all stripy right now. What's that everybody says? You gotta be willing to go through the ugly phase of your picture. I think I'm there. At least with her hair. Oh my God, dinner is killing me. The smell of dinner is killing me. It smells really good. Pork loin. Uh-oh. I need to put the rice. You guys, hold on just a sec. Don't go anywhere. I gotta throw the rice in the crock pot. There we go. Okay. It's been riced. I know, me either. I probably have over 5,000 notifications or something. I haven't been on DeviantArt in months. I have 2 accounts there. I have my Raven's Eye Studio account, and then I have another account where I used to upload pictures that people could use in photo manipulation, because I used to go out and I used to take a bunch of pictures of old houses and stuff around Sholo, Arizona, where I used to live. And I was just thinking the other day, oh my God, I've got all of this stuff that I could be using to make digital files to sell or give to people to use to print out in their junk journals, you know, like background pages and stuff like that, and collage pages. Oh my God, I've got so many resources. It's just not even funny. And I didn't even think of that until like 3 days ago. I was just thinking about, oh my God, I haven't been to my DeviantArt account. And wait a minute, I've got all these pictures on the other account. I hope I know what my login is. I have it written down somewhere. You ever do that? You got your account and you're like, uh-oh, I don't know what my login is. You met your husband on DeviantArt? How cool. Stock art, that's what it is. Yes. Tony the Tiger, it's great. Yeah. So many old emails. I have on my stock photo account, I have a deal where people can use my photos for anything that they want, anytime that they want, as many times as they want. But if I like what they did with it, I get a free print of what they did. That's all I want. And I've gotten a couple of things downloaded to me that I could print up. And some of the stuff people are doing with my work is just incredible. And I don't even have that much in there. Okay, I'm going to go in now with the gray green and give her some fancy highlight things going on here. Right on top of the white charcoal. But I'm not going to totally obliterate the white charcoal because I want to kind of have some little white highlights going on in there. don't know if I like it. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's growing on me like mold. Kind of blending it in with the Lincoln green and the Payne's gray. It kind of looks good all blended in like that. Wow, it's getting hot here. It's supposed to be 93 degrees in 2 days. And I'm just like, no, no, God. Oh, I do not like the hot weather. So why do I live here? It was love. Mossy green. Yeah. Yes. Mossy green. Moss green. I wonder if there's a moss green somewhere. Let's see. That's mint. Definitely not mossy. That's this one. Mid green. Dark green. Pea green. There's no shortage of greens, I'm telling you what. It's this one. Ooh, that sounds interesting. What's that? Lichen. Ooh, you know what? That might be good too. That's kind of a brownish, yellow-green type of thing going on. Send some of that weather your way. I'll trade you. Catherine, I am in Apache Junction. I'm about 40 miles east of downtown Phoenix. So I'm out past Mesa. I can see the Superstition Mountains from my kitchen window. It's an excellent view. And it wasn't extra. Hey, Mark. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see here. You know what? I kind of like that color better. But I'm going to have to darken it up because it just doesn't look dark enough. I like having my contrast. Mark has not had a good day. He's having a very difficult day. Some days are good and some days just suck. I don't know how he does it. I don't know if I could work from home like he does, you know, on the phone like that. He works for an insurance company, life insurance, health insurance, I mean. And some days, man, some days he gets off the phone and he just goes, she was a brick or he was a brick. Do they not understand the meaning of blah, 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 or whatever, you know? So, yeah. It is really beautiful here, Catherine. It's and Lulu, it's not all desert up in Shola where I lived. It's all forest. It's all forest. It was at like 5,500 feet. So we had a lot of pine where I lived. I lived 11 miles east of Sholo, and out there it's flat and there's a lot of junipers. But when you go into Sholo, the elevation rises quite rapidly. So you go from like 5,500 feet to 6,500 feet and above. And there's actually a ski resort up there just northeast of Sholo. It's called Alpine. And up there, there's like there's very few people. And there are huge elk herds that wander through there when they're migrating through, and it is absolutely gorgeous up there. It's just, if I could live anywhere, it used to be I wanted to live on the rim, and I did. I lived on the Mogollon Rim for 9 years. That's right inside Sholo. And now that I think about it, I would want to live up by Alpine, where it's even higher elevation. They get like lots of snow up there in the wintertime. And it's just amazing. It's just wilderness up there because nobody wants to live, very few people, I'll put it that way, want to live up there because of all the snow in the wintertime. Me personally, I like snow. I like cold weather, and I like bundling up and going outside. And when you take a breath, you've got that crispy chill that goes down your throat. I love that. So I don't know. I would much rather just live there. Yeah, it's gorgeous. There's a lot of wildlife. We had in Sholo, when I lived there, we had, let's see, we had a Mexican wolf wander through our territory. I had to look it up because it didn't look like a regular wolf, We had a bobcat come through our backyard one time before we put our fence up. There was, after we put our fence up, we planted plum trees, and the elk and deer, they're mule deer and elk, but there are also moose up there. Very few. Just, it's a rare thing if you ever get to see one. But the elk love to eat fir trees, and so do the mule deer. So when mating season comes around, of course, the elk get kind of wild and crazy. But we had a 6-foot chain link fence around our backyard, and the plum trees were babies. And I know that if we didn't have that fence, the elk would have eaten our plum trees right down to the nub, right down to the ground. But there was one morning I woke up and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. It's in the middle of winter, so it's still pretty dark. And as the sun was coming up, I used to oil paint every morning in the kitchen. And there was one morning where I was oil painting, and I got up and I was washing my brushes, and I looked out the kitchen window, and there was a juvenile elk standing in our driveway, and the driveway part that it was standing in was less than 30 feet from our kitchen window. And this elk its antlers were in velvet. It was just amazing. It was so cool to be that close, It was just amazing. And they're huge. Oh my God, you don't really realize how big these things are until you see one really up close, Yeah. And at the time, you hear them doing their calls, the elk's calls, they're in rut, and things are getting wild and crazy out there in the wilderness. Oh, my significant other says to me one day, I'm like, oh man, I'd love to see what they look like up close and blah, blah, blah. And so my significant other says, well, why don't you just go out there and go hiking around and find one? And I'm like, are you crazy? You know what elk will charge people if they're in rut. They will charge you because they're just like freaking out because they're in rut. Come on. So I'm just like looking, I'm like, are you stupid? Do you think I'm stupid? What's going on? Anyway. So yeah, I got teased like that a lot because, I guess they thought that I'd fall for it or something. Oh, I'm going to put a little bit more dark in here, a little bit more of the Payne's gray, just because I like that contrast. Contrast. Somebody once told me that if you're coloring with colored pencils and you don't think it looks right, add more contrast. So that's what I'm doing. Let's get some darker stuff right up by her face down inside here. You know it's going to be darker in there. I think I'm going to actually need something darker. Darker than Payne's Gray. Let's see. Let's go for that. Where's that aubergine? There it is. It's still got a nice little point. Let's get some more deep shadow in there. That's good. Very nice. Oh my God, Arnie, a cougar? Oh, wow. Well, all I can say is they were there. They were there first. You know, that's the first thing that always comes to my mind. They were there first. Yeah, you know, it's a nuisance and everything, but sometimes I think people don't get it. You know, people just don't get it. Those animals, they were there. They've been there for how long? And just to expect them to move on because we've invaded their territory is pure stupid arrogance as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm very opinionated when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah. Not too bad. She's coming along here. I feel like we've made some distinct progress. So who's a Dune fan? Terrified of? Oh, yeah, Catherine, because yes, they will stalk you and they will come and get you. Yeah, it pisses me off too, Lulu. I wouldn't want to come face to face with one either. Never know what they're going to do. I always say a middle name, any animal's middle name is unpredictable, you know? It doesn't matter if it's your domesticated dog or a grizzly bear that's never seen a human. I don't care which. Still unpredictable. And people don't get that either. It's like, you know, you think you know what your animals are going to do. Even if you've been living with them, you don't know for absolute sure all the time. Audiobooks. Oh my gosh, Dune is so awesome. I read the book and then I saw the original movie, the one that was 2.5 hours long, came out in the 80s with Kyle MacLachlan and oh God, Bronson Pinchot and Sean Young and oh God, who else? Sting was in it. Yeah, I saw that one at the Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood. I went with a group of friends. And because I had already read the book, I knew what was going on, but it flopped at the box office because it was so intricate and so just it had so many plots woven into it. You had to really pay attention to figure out what was going on. So I hear that they're coming out. They've done that movie, and then they did a series, like a mini series, and I think they're coming out with another movie. And I am so excited because with all of the special effects that they can do now, it should be amazing. But I don't want it to be. I want it to be like Lord of the Rings, where they did justice to the books as much as they could and they made them into long series movies, like 3 movies that were all, you know, one book. The Hobbit was 3 movies, wasn't it? Anyway, that's what I think they should do with Dune. But not just that. I think that they should do that with Children of Dune and Dune Messiah and all of the other Dune books too. They could have Dune movies forever. Now, if they do it right, people will love them because they are so epic. They are just incredible stories. I mean, this guy, Frank Herbert, did his research. He created a language for these. He created social structures and religious structures and all these really cool little intricacies of societies that you see every day and take for granted, you know, here on Earth. But for people to go to a movie and see, you know, see this in a 2-hour nutshell is difficult because a lot of people aren't ready for that much to be thrown at them in that short of time. That's why I think they should take Dune, the first book, which is a monster book, and make it into 3 movies the same way that they did The Hobbit. Ah, I see a little fox right there. Okay, back to the hair. And the purple we're using to make it shadowy. What time is it? Okay, we still got time. And Mark is off of work in 35 minutes. Woo! Okay. Let's go for, let's see what colors we got here. Let's do that darker Lincoln green again. Let's do some more layering. Let's do some more green in her hair. Just a little, because I think it's pretty much got enough of the Lincoln green that it doesn't really need too much more of it. Yeah. Where's my Payne's gray? Give her a little bit of a shadow there. I wish they'd come out with a movie for Logan's Run. I don't know if you guys know Logan's Run or not. It came out, there was a movie that they made in the 70s, 75 or 6. Logan's Run, and it's from a science fiction book by William F. Nolan. I have the book. It's only about 180 pages long. When I got the book, I was 15 and I read it in an hour and a half. I buzzed through that book, man. It was good. 76. Okay. That sounds good. But the book is nothing like the movie. Now, granted, what they did with the movie was original and it was cool and everything. But if they had done what they did, if they had done it true to the book, it would have made a lot more sense. If they do a movie for Logan's Run and they follow the book with all of the special effects that they can put into it now, it would be incredible. It would be like Raiders of the Lost Ark, but it would be in the future. You know, it would be that gripping and that entertaining. It would just be incredible. I really, really want to see him do it. And I think that they've been working on that. Somebody, what's the director's name? Mark Singer has been working on it, but it's been like, there's been all kinds of difficulties. I don't even know the extent of the difficulties. Let's just say not everybody gets along. So anyway, I wish they would get off their asses and make a movie for Logan's Run, because the story is really, really good. And not everybody knows that. Not everybody knows what the story is, because it wasn't, I mean, they even made a series out of it, you know? What are you talking about? Elise, are you talking about me? You're just a fan of that one? Oh, that's cool. And if you're talking about me, I don't know everything about everything. I just know what I know. That's all. Oh yeah, the book is super, super good. There's actually 3 books, a 3-book series. It's Logan's Run, Logan's Search, and Logan's World. I think it's in that order, but I'm not sure. The last 2 could be reversed. I'm not sure. I have all of them on my bookshelf, and I'm not getting rid of them either. they're laminated paperbacks. Yeah, I laminated them because I really, really love the story. And that's one of those things one of the things that you go, I'm never getting rid of this one, ever. So, yeah, but gosh, I wish they'd make a really good movie, really good version. Logan's Run in theaters, soon to be coming to DVD. Yeah, it's an excellent story. Well, you're talking about the movie, though. The movie and the book are very, very different. At the time that they made Logan's Run, the movie, there was no freaking way they could put everything from the book in that movie because it would have been rated X. And not just for sex, for violence too, because the story, the book, it was very, very, very violent and graphic, and yeah, super different, super different. Not that the movie was super bad. It just wasn't anything like the book. It wasn't anything like the book. And I think Harlan Ellison helped write that script. I'm not sure. But Harlan Ellison, dude, talk about a good author. We do need a remake, man. It's been a long, long time. And I was like, I got asked one day, somebody asked me, if you were going to remake Logan's Run, who would you have star in it? And I'm just like, oh, crap. I don't even know who the current stars are that everybody likes. I don't know. What's the guy's name that was in the new Star Trek movies? Pine. He played James Kirk. He would be a good Logan's Run. I really, really liked what's his name though in the movie? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank. Isn't that awful? Anyway. Oh, yeah, I had a crush on him for a really long time. And Jenny Agutter as Jessica, I did not like her. She was a really good actress. She did really well in the movie, but in the book, Jessica had really, really long hair. Like in the series, the Jessica in the series had really long hair. And Ryan Reynolds. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be a good one. Ryan Reynolds. Oh my gosh. Isn't he's the one in what's the funny movie? See, I'm so out of the movie loop. I can't even remember. I can remember old stuff and I can't remember new stuff because I don't watch any new movies. We watch Netflix and we take what we can get there because DVDs are too freaking expensive. The only DVD that I want right now is the last season of Game of Thrones because we have all of the other DVDs, but dang, those are expensive. Deadpool, that's it. Yeah, Deadpool. Jack Ryan. I'm trying to remember who that is because I've seen several movies with Jack Ryan. One of them was Harrison Ford. One of them was what's that guy's name? I can't remember. And then another one was the guy that's playing him now. What it was all about. I need to go watch it again. Soylent Green. Oh, yeah, that was a good movie. Oh, Catherine, you're so mean. Just kidding. John Krasinski. I'm going to have to look that up because I don't recall what he looks like off the top of my head. I'm probably going to go, ooh, yeah, cute. Jason Momoa. Hello. Deadpool. Oh my God. You know what's so funny? Deadpool. I heard about Deadpool and I heard about people talking about it and everything. And I was just like, oh, brother, I don't want to see that movie. And then when I saw it, I thought it was freaking hilarious because it's so not PC, you know, it's so politically incorrect. It's just really rude in places. And I guess it was meant to be that way, but wow, how cool is that, you know? Ah, yeah, great character. Absolutely. Yeah. So here's what I got so far for her hair. Let's see if I'll focus here. There, maybe that'll work better. Her eyes just look really weird, not colored in, and her lips too. I think I should go around again and give her more pigment on her skin and deepen the shadows. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I wanted it to look like all scraggly and stuff, kind of like, you know, when seaweed washes up on the beach. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. You guys are awesome. You're so sweet. So I think what I will do is I will go back around with my, what is this again? Burnt ochre 10%. And just kind of blend in this white a little bit more. So we get like gradient, because that's bugging me too. So now that the room is full, I finished my jellyfish picture. This is my jellyfish picture. Hopefully it's not totally washed out. I don't know if you can see it. I used Neocolor 2s for the background. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's sparkly on these little thingies. Like sparkly, you know, gel pen. Back to work, Lisa. Look at her. So I kind of tried to make glow with a white gel pen up around the tops and around this little seam here. So I think I achieved that somewhat. It was fun. It was really fun to do. I love jellyfish. Jellyfish are interesting little creatures, or big creatures, depending on. But there you have it. I got to post that on Susan Carlson's Facebook, Ruby Charm Facebook page, so others can give me some feedback. I could see what people think about it. What do you guys think about it? Was that okay? Oh, thank you, Caitlin. Lunch number 2. Oh my God. Oh, thank you, Catherine. The boys were sitting in the hallway behind me, howling like little sad pups. Oh, oh my goodness. So I don't know if you all know, but Lisa is going to have a survival coloring live stream in about, what, 2.5 hours. So you guys, go to her YouTube channel and set your reminders so you don't miss it, because her shows are always fun. I just love the interaction between her and tech support. It's just really cool. It's love. Marriage. Love and marriage. I don't know if any of you are Madeline Kahn fans, but I kind of am. That's better. That looks more like what I want it to look like. I think I'm going to actually use the buff titanium to get a little bit more of a white-ish look appearance here on some of her, like right here on her forehead. Yeah, that's good. Doesn't hurt that that's also a luminance pencil. Yay. Not that I planned it that way, but, you know, let's give her a little bit of a highlight right there. And a little bit on the end of her nose. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Yep, I like that. There we go. That looks way better. Oh my God, I love this buff titanium. It works with anything. It works with any type of pencil, it seems. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then if I want to go over it with a blender, a colorless blender, I will use the Caran d'Ache Blender Bright, because I really, really like that. It's a lot creamier and less scratchy than the Prismacolor colorless blender, and I like that. I just think it brightens the color, or at least it doesn't mute it out. So I like that a lot. Hard to keep up with food, I bet. I bet. No. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I needed that good laugh. That was fun. Let's give her a little bit of a white right here, and I'll go over that a little bit with my other pencil. I think I'm going to give her a deep red tone. Maybe I'll go with something like a Tuscan red. Ooh, that's good. Russet. Russet, or I don't know. Her lips are going to be a dark, like almost a dried blood. You know what? You know what blood looks like? Oh, this is going to sound really weird. It's from a movie, but it's what I'm thinking. What blood looks like in the moonlight, it doesn't look red, but you know it's red. So it's almost like your mind tinges the blackish color with a dark red color. That's what I want her lips to look like. So it kind of gives a hint to like the evil that's under the water. Yeah, I'm weird that way. It is almost time for me to sign off, you guys. But I want to thank you. You have made this very, very enjoyable, and I thank you all for being here. This has been really fun. I'm glad I picked this picture to color. So you guys, don't forget, this picture is called Desired Illusion. It is from Femme Macabre, one of Lisa's books. You can get it in her Etsy store, link below. You can also probably get it on Amazon, but go to her Etsy store. It's better for her. Also, all of her links are down there underneath the video screen. If you have your computer, you can just like scroll down and click show more. If you're on a phone, there's a little arrow off to the right-hand side that you can click, and it'll just drop down and it'll show you all the information that's in there. I think I've got her Facebook or YouTube or Patreon and her Etsy store there. And if there's another link that you need, you can probably find it through one of those links. So, or you can go to her Etsy store and leave her a message or something. You need to know something. So anyway, I am going to have to sign off because I need to go do the insulin gig. And I would like to say thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, all new subscribers. If you guys are listening, if you're listening, watching this back, thank you guys. Thank you for the people who have been here with me. I appreciate all of you so, so much, because without you, this channel would not be a success. So just, you guys, thank you. Big virtual hugs. Yes. Peace, love, and remember, it's about the journey, not the destination. Make that journey a happy and crafty and colorful one. Stay safe, stay well, and you know, wash your hands a lot. Wear a mask. Don't touch your face in public. Just just something that I have a peeve about when you're out in public during this time right now. One of the best ways to catch something is, you know, you're touching stuff all over, but if you touch your face, you can give yourself what's going around inadvertently. And I don't want to see that. I don't want anybody I know to be sick. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go over and visit Lisa later on. I hope you guys do too. And you guys visit Catherine's website. Go buy some art from both of them, from both Catherine and Lisa. You guys heard their artwork is just amazing. So I'll see you. Thank you, Arnie, for modding, for being here, for modding for me. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much. And I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.